And there's people who want to be an artist and they want to be an artist, but they're not seeing anything. Okay, well, shall I start now? Okay. Yeah, well, I started drawing when I was a kid, and it was a situation where it was like a place that I could go. When I was 8 years old, my father gave me one of those wooden boxes that had the paints and some brushes and those cardboard, I guess, canvas things. And the first painting I did in oil, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no idea. I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
But I was coming up from our marsh and in the fall, and we had this gorgeous, gorgeous maple tree that was all in full orange. You know, it was really tacky to do that, but I painted it because it was so beautiful.
Well, and you were 8, so you didn't know.
Yeah, and I, you know,
Yeah.
so I don't know whatever happened to it. It's no longer with me. And I realized doing that I didn't know how to paint, you know. And I spent the rest of my life learning how to paint. I was born in Massachusetts, and my dad was in the Army in World War II.
Okay.
And so then, after that, we moved to Jersey, because his family was there. Rural, completely rural.
Yeah.
There's nothing there, nothing. And I loved the trees, and I loved walking in the woods, and I loved nature, and I learned a lot about, you know, trees and mushrooms and all that. And that was very, very good, but it wasn't what I needed. Then I went to Pratt, New York.
Oh, wow, cool.
And yeah, and it was like
What year was that when you went to Pratt?
62.
Okay.
And it was like all abstract expressionism, everything.
Right.
Everything, Clement Greenberg and all those guys were like figurative artists, dead. And I wanted to do figurative art, which I've always wanted to do. Although I fooled around with what there was.
Yeah.
When I got to New York, I just went nuts, and I went to theater all the time, and ballet, and music, and oh my God, you know, Carnegie Hall, everything. It was a really creative time, the end of the 60s. People would get together and go to a coffee shop, and this guy would organize like music.
Okay.
And so you usually get a knife and tap on your water glass when he let, you know. Now, what were they called? Happenings. They were called happenings.
Oh, happenings. Nice.
Yeah, they could be all different stuff.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, easy to get involved and easy to be part of it. And, you know, it was just an incredibly rich time. So I didn't stay there. I kind of hitchhiked out to Chicago at some point and took some classes at the Art Institute. And I studied with, I took a private lessons with Ed Paschke.
Wow.
Which influenced, like, you know, the frog paintings?
Uh-huh.
That's my Paschke period. Like, I didn't want to paint his imagery, obviously, but I liked the way he did with color and texture and brushwork.
Yeah.
Oh, when did I move to Chicago? Around 1960. I was here for the convention in 68.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I was there.
Really?
It's like, yeah. I got tear gassed, everybody did, but
Oh
I
my
didn't
gosh.
get beat up. Some
Yeah.
people did, people I was with.
Yeah.
Working at supporting myself and also painting, and that was a hell of a process for
Yeah.
years and years and years. If I'd had full time with art, I would have been, different things would have been different, but I had to make a living. And then my partner, she often, you know, got excluded because I'm working in the studio this weekend. It's the only time I've got. I can't see you. We can't go out. And that was hard. A relationship, it dings a relationship. And, you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you feel you must do it, and, you know, I felt like I must do it. I mean, there wasn't any option. I've never thought of having a style. I mean, I'm not even sure what that means. You know, it sounds calculated artificial. Like, oh, I think I should have a style.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll paint like that one or that one. And that's not, I just paint.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't think about that.
Because I feel like the style rut is something that a lot of, especially young artists,
They feel they need a
experience.
style.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, don't even think, that's imposing something from outside. Don't. Because, and it doesn't matter if you're talking about art or, relationships. Don't impose stuff from outside. It's all inside you. Everything you need is inside you. Right now it's portraits.
Okay.
10 years ago it was fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
And I would pick peppers and go for peppers.
Yeah.
And then some bananas, which nobody wanted to buy bananas. And then I did a lot of garlic, and nobody wanted the garlic. But some of it sold out of the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They finally came around
good.
to the garlic.
Yeah, I mean, it's good paintings.
Yeah.
I've been working really with brushwork a lot in the last couple of years, developing the brushwork that I'm really enjoying. And I find it very pleasurable after all those years of
Being so tight.
and hiding behind it too. Like you couldn't see brush marks, you couldn't see a clue about who I am. I just don't care anymore. I ended that because I didn't want to do it anymore. Oh, actually, it had to do with Trump being elected.
Right.
And
okay.
I went into the dark side.
Yeah. Okay.
And I did the Bleak series, and then the Garbage series, the Trash series.
Okay.
And then I got past that, and then I was like really working on the portraits. Trump was the night of the election, and we all expected Hillary to be elected. And when she wasn't, I couldn't even stay in my bedroom. I had my TV in there. Couldn't stay in there. So I went in my studio and started working with charcoal, which I hadn't for a while.
Yeah.
I love charcoal. Anyway, so that's where the Bleak series came from.
Yeah.
You hit times that are really, really dead ends, and you can't go anywhere, and you can't think of how you could ever go anywhere with it. And it's just, not possible. And that's when you should not quit. That's when you really have to go. Wait it out, take a good walk in the woods. The walking in the woods is a great way for me to talk to my inner self and my outer self and everything.
Yeah.
And then at some point you see around the edge of that, and it usually means time to change. Time to change.
Yeah.
And and then once you get on another roll, you're in. You just keep going. Well, I mean, actually, physical art, like we've always done, that you do and I do, may not, be with us. Oh, I think it always will be, though. People still do calligraphy.
Yeah.
They
exactly,
do 14th century calligraphy.
Yeah.
So, I think it'll always be with us. There's somebody just told me this story. They know a young guy at the Art Institute, and she showed him my catalog, and he said, "Oh, that stuff, that's really old-fashioned. Nobody paints like that anymore." And I think that's kind of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, really, because art survives or it doesn't, but it doesn't really have to do with whether it's old-fashioned or not.
You have to understand the context that you exist in and the history that you're working with.
Yeah, I had a friend who passed away at 100 a few years ago. She went to Pratt, like in the 30s, and her work is definitely, WPA, different. Yeah, it's a whole different. And to me, that's old-fashioned, although I never said that. But it is, okay? But it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't thrown away art from the turn of the century or anything because it's old. And new is not necessarily good.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I was going to be continuing to paint. I'm hoping it's possible to finish a couple of things that I have. I'm hoping that I can do that.
Yeah.
The stuff that hospice is providing is really, really great. And it gives me hope that I can do some more
Yeah.
work. Finishing something difficult and liking it.
Yeah.
Right. Don't listen to anybody that puts you down, that doubts your work, that says, well, I know this guy and he does it better or whatever. You know, don't listen to any of that. Be your own person. Be strong. You got to be, even if you don't have faith in yourself, you got to act as if you do.